Chat tales. Don't you wanna hear some chat tales? Hello people. What is happening? It is another chat tale. Alright, this chat tale we are going to be talking about my pal Frank. I've already done an episode on Franklin's alcoholism, whatever that word is. No, I'm joking. He's not a drinker at all. That's why this is quite funny. All right, yeah. So I remember there was a load of us, and it weren't like my normal cretins that I'd go down a pub with. You know what I mean? It was more like the old Ingester estate lot, like me. And then Frank and I think Dean Chapronier, his brother Anthony Chapronier, Dean's Mrs. Jackie, I think my wife Angie was with us, and James Doyle and Anthony Briffa. Yeah, there was a load of us anyway, and we was all round Ingester or whatever, and I was like, right, let's go down a pub. Come on, everyone, come to the pub. And they usually wouldn't go to the pub, a lot of these people, but they just decided that they would come to the pub. So a few people had motors, including Dean had his old work van. Can't remember what it was called. Some sort of, he was fixing sank anyway. Forklift trucks, I think. Anyway, we all piled into 3 or 4 vehicles. There was quite a lot of us actually. And then we flew down to the Good Mixer in Camden. We probably parked up like on Arlington Road or whatever, and then took a stroll in a pub. I remember we was like at the back of the pub near ladies' toilets in that sort of, there's like this little area with a door out to Arlington Road, and it's sort of, yeah, it's at the back of the pub, a bit quieter. So anyway, there were so many of us, we just like stormed that area of the pub, and we're all sitting there. So we start having a chat and some drinks. Frank, obviously, he's on the coke as usual, and the rest of us were drinking beer, I suppose, or lager, whatever you want to call it. And basically, we're sitting there, and then I've thought back, like this other episode I've done, you have to listen to it. I think it could have been episode 57, where I've talked about this time that me and Frank went down the old oak with some of my dad's mates, and basically go back and listen to that episode 57, because that will tell you about Frank getting drunk. And then now this episode, I'll tell you about Frank getting drunk. So basically, yeah, we're there, and I start telling this story about going down the old oak with Frank, and him and Theo having a bit of a tequila competition. And Franklin's like, oh, no, it's wrong what he's saying. It's wrong. I didn't get drunk at all. I was absolutely fine after 9 shots of tequila or whatever. And it was quite funny because Anthony Briffa, who was with us, sort of said, Frank, I'll drink you under the table, mate. And then with Frank, he just has to keep face. So Frank's like, yeah, all right, sweet, let's have it or whatever. And but he's like, but no way are we doing 9 shots. And then so Anthony's like, all right, 3. Let's do 3 shots. And then Anthony's like, but we're going to do vodka and not tequila, because I don't really like tequila. And that Frank's like, well, all right, sweet, whatever. So we're all sitting there, and then Anthony's gone to the bar to get drinks. Now, he ain't going to be like Theo and come back with 30 shots of tequila, you know what I mean? Like, so Anthony's gone up to the bar, and he's got these 6 shots, 3 each of vodka, not tequila. Brought them back to the table, right? So we're sitting there. And then, I can't remember who it was, maybe Dean's younger brother Anthony, can't remember, but he sort of said to me in my ear, Briffa's put water in his shots and Frank's got vodka. And I was like, what? So Frank's got 3 shots of vodka and Anthony's got 3 shots of water. And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, flip it. That's all right. So they said, Anthony said to Franklin, I'm first, I'll go first. So boom, he's down to a shot of water. Put it to the side. Then Franklin, boom, down to a shot of vodka. And then Anthony, boom, down to a shot of water. And then boom, Frank's done another vodka. Boom, Anthony's done the last water. Boom, Frank's done the last vodka. And then we was gonna like carry it on and go and get another 6 shots or whatever, but we was just like, yeah, right. We tapped Frank on the back and we said, well done, mate, well done. And it goes down as a draw, yeah. And Frank's like, all right, I'm happy with that draw. So we're sitting there like, and I suppose it takes a second for the alcohol to kick in, especially if you're whacking back shots that quickly, you know what I mean? And you can see that Frank's like getting a bit slurry and he's like after 3 shots of vodka, but do you know what I mean? Like, I'd probably be the same, knowing me, old lightweight Chapman. But yeah, so Franklin's sitting there and then Franklin's like falling asleep in the corner of the room, like everyone's cracking up, and Anthony's telling everyone that he just drank 3 shots of water, and Frank done 3 shots of vodka. But yeah, so we're sitting there. Anyway, we just left Franklin in the corner to sleep it off a bit, and carried on with our night for a little bit longer, whatever, another hour or so, whatever. Frank's like in and out of consciousness. And then we was like, right, time to go, let's go. So we went back outside to the motors, and I don't know how it's come about, but me and Frank have ended up with the short straws, and we're in the back of Dean's van. Like, it was like basically a workshop. It didn't have no seats or nothing. It just had a workshop for him to do his work, you know what I mean? So we're in the back of the van. Now, Dean's a bit of a nutty driver anyway, but so there's no windows. We can't see the like Angie and Jackie and Dean were in the front seats. Like, we couldn't see them. We couldn't see nothing. So we're driving back to Ingester, and then Dean's thought it'd be funny to do a bit of kamikaze driving, and he's throwing the van about around corners. He's speeding up, slowing down, whacking brakes on, and me and Frank are in the background flying around like nutters. But I don't know, it just seemed to proper scare Frank, like, and he was getting thrown about, and he's like, stop the van. But I was like, I know I was trying to say to him, Frank, just hold on, mate, hold on, we'll be all right. And he was proper, like, he was getting really angry as well, like, and then we got back to Ingester and the doors opened, and Frank is like flown out the van. He's like, "Rrr." Now Frank's a big fella, I tell you what, you do not want him coming after you. So anyway, we're just outside. I'm trying to calm Frank down. Frank's wants to kill Dean for driving like a nutter, but it was so funny, like, and you could tell, like the night came to an end or whatever, and everybody's going off, and me and Angie like walked down, because Frank lives closer to where I live than the top of Ingester, or the bottom, whatever you want to call whatever end. But yeah, but Franklin, he just, like, we left him where I live or whatever, and he carried on to where he lives, but you could see that he was like stumbling a bit and all that, like, but it's mad, because these 2 times is like the only time I've ever seen Frank drink, like, and I think he's learnt his lesson now. Do you know what I mean? Stop keeping face Frank over spilt milk, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, mate. Yeah, but yeah, that was a little quick insight into into Frank's drinking career. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. A nice little sweet short one, but nice. Okay, people, love ya. Mwah, 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 mwah. Chat tales. Don't you wanna hear some chat tales?